Churchill, Turn 7, Part 3, where we will try to get through the decision and the war phase. So, let us begin now. First, we start with the directed offensive, and there's only one, and the Soviets own the Russian. The Soviets own the UK, and guess where they're going to put that? Yep. Okay. There are no conditional issues, so now we move on to determining who has what production. I can tell you that we already have some allocated by the conference card from the very beginning for both the UK and the US going to put defensive there where they were probably going to put them anyway. The only other production marker here, it belongs to the British, so it doesn't matter. But there is some interesting things going on. One is I want this, so I'm actually going to get an extra production marker to use, which is there. Okay. And we have a new situation now. There are 3 naval markers up in the Arctic theater. That is going to yield another production for the Soviets. So they've gone from 3 to 4, so they're in a lot better shape than they have been. Now we're going to allocate all this production, starting with the British since I won the conference, and it goes clockwise from there. First one, we start with ones that were mandated by the conference card, and that was one British one must go here, so we're going to put a offensive marker there, leaving that American one for me later. This came off of that, didn't it? Okay. Then we have a directed offensive. The UK must spend 2 production markers in the Soviet Union. So now we have 3 offensive support markers there, taking care of that one. All right. The UK's last production marker will go into the Western Theater, West Germany invasion. We are going to crush them. Well on our way too. Oh, I might have to think about doing a breakthrough. Can I do a breakthrough to Germany? I have to look up the rule on that. So the Soviets, all 4 of their productions are going into the Eastern Theater, which means they're going to threaten a breakthrough, so they may catch up to us. And I might have to think about really piling on the Eastern Theater, or Western Theater. That's what. And so the production comes to me. Wait, not quite. One of the production issues goes into this Paul Mill. They did win the Paul Mill issue, so they're going to get 2 political alignment markers and 2 clandestine. Now it's to me. 1 offensive production is required by the conference card here. Okay, with my production, I am going to go ahead and use one of them for our A-bomb research and give us a modifier, because I do need to get that done. I don't want the Soviets to get a VP advantage on me. And now I've got to figure out what to do with the remaining 5. And you know what? Since I have a chance to break through to Germany, which you can do, I am going to go for broke and try to beat the Russians. So I'm going to dump all my offensive support into Germany. And this is going to end up being, 2, 4, 6, 8 offensive markers here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, that is correct. All of them. Going all in, baby. Pacific Theater. And actually what I'm going to do, even though I'm not going to support them, I'm going to beef up my Navy so that I can absorb any... Oh, wait a minute, there's no Japanese Navy anymore. So, we're going to do some mediocre support here for there and there. See if we get lucky. All right, that leaves the A-bomb research, which we will roll for. And we need a 4 or 6. However, we need to remember. Here, come back here. I plugged some production into it, so it's going to be a +1 to this die roll. And Oh, big old nothing. All right, fair enough. Well, that leaves the global issue that Churchill won. It's going to be interesting to see how that applies. Actually, it's not interesting at all. It's quite boring. Basically, Churchill is just protecting his global policies. And so nothing happens there. Global issue is resolved. And the Pacific leadership is already resolved. So, and we've done the global issue and the bang bomb issue. That concludes the decision segment. Let's go ahead and see how this all shook out in the war phase. First, we got to do clandestine networks, which the Soviets are going to start. With these clandestine networks, I think I may have kind of screwed up the placement. In that, just following the bot table, I think it wants to place one, even if, well, it tells you to roll on the table, but I think it means you don't forfeit anyone. You only do that in the it's conference card, I do believe. So, first one, red and blue. Oh, cocked. Let's re-roll this blue die. Yeah, it did the same thing. Okay, 5 and 2. 5 and 2 is Greece. Okay, so Soviets will cancel that one out. Next roll is 4-4, which is our old pal in the Middle East, but we do need to place a marker somewhere. Re-roll till I get them? Not really sure what they are. Just go down the list, I think, I guess. Which I'm going to go Bulgaria. All right. And next, last one. 3-4. 3-4 is Persia, which can take another one. All right. So, my turn. Since I can see the Soviets totally breaking through and passing this row of countries, when they pass, they're going to actually knock one of the clandestine networks out. So I'm going to double up on that so I don't lose it. How about that? Okay. So, on to the British. We will roll for them. 2-3. Romania. So they're going to cancel that one out. Okay. Weird. Now the political alignment markers, and the Soviets will start again because they have 2. This is going to be literally the only place that he can place a political alignment marker, so he's going to forfeit the other one. That leaves the British, and I'm sure. And his choice is Yugoslavia. So I zoomed in here a little bit more so you can get them, so it's not such a bird's eye view. I think that I've been neglecting that through this whole series here. I think it's a little easier to get engaged if you can see it up close. But anyway, the Axis reserves. We're going to place. Okay, so here's a rule. First one is any front is attempting to enter Germany. 2 German armies remain in Germany. Well, you can't really do that. Even that doesn't count when there's a threat of a breakthrough. That's not how it's going to work, because you wouldn't be able to roll twice or anything like that. But you can break through to Germany, so that rule doesn't apply. Place a German army in the Soviet Eastern Front entry space. So here. We are closer, so 2 armies are going to go here. And we have 2 armies remaining to place. And let's get a die view here. First one. We'll go here, so we're up to 4 now. I don't think they want us to break through. You would think they're giving us a little resistance, don't you? Last army. And a 6 will actually have an effect on the Arctic theater by reducing the Navy by 1, like so. And now Russia's going to lose production unless we beef up the Navy again. That is the German front. Now we're on to the Pacific. 2 are automatically going to go here and be tied up. There's no Japanese Navy anymore, so we just place these 2 armies randomly. First one, let me back out. Like so. 6 puts it in, first one in Burma. And the second one is also in Burma. Interesting, so I'm running unopposed here. I might actually be able to pull those 2 things off. And so here we are at the front advancement phase. Well, let's get up here and see how this all shook out. Oh, let's start with the Soviets, since they're not going to. This is the big showstopper. So let's hold off on the climax here. So that's going to remove 1. So we're down to a front of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait a minute, let me do that again. So 12, automatic advancement, and if I'm able to roll a 8 or higher, that'll be a breakthrough. 9, guess what? Okay. Well, they made it to Prussia. And what happens is this goes away. You will earn 2 VPs for that, if nothing else happens. And I'm assuming we're going to break through. I don't think that's a gimme. So let's get down to the main attraction here. So we got 4 here, so we have to pull off 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving front strength of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, breakthrough is not guaranteed at all. We have to roll a natural 10 to break through to Germany. Wow. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. 9. Okay. Well, we made it to East Germany, and because we're here, we remove 1 German reserve from the game. All right. Yeah, well, these are all going away, but we remember to pop 1 out. So we didn't do it, and the Russians have a chance of catching up to us. Okay, well, okay, nothing here. So now we're down in the Pacific. Nothing happens here. Nothing happens here. That leaves these rather poorly supported front attacks here that are at a base 2, 2, 4, and 2, 4 as well. So I'm looking for 4s or less on each one. Let's start with this one. Hey, what do you know? Boom. Still B-29 range, and this one down here. 10, nope. So, there you have it. It looks like the possibility both Japan and Germany fall is very possible in the next 8. Now we got 8, 9, and 10. We got 3 conferences left. Really? 7. We just finished up 7, so that leaves 8, 9, and 10. And I think things are well in hand. We even might be able to beat the Soviets. Might be a little tricky though. They might be able to break through on that. Down here, I think it's only a matter of time. Once if Germany goes down the next turn, then of course we're just going to load up here. And well, I still got to get the A-bomb built, and that'll go a long way to doing that. But anyway, there you have it. Conference 7. And tune in next time for beginning Conference 8. Thanks for watching.